The following program is being brought to you on the Voice America Women's Channel. For more information about our network and to check out additional show hosts and topics of interest, please visit voiceamericawomen.com. The Voice America Talk Radio Network is the worldwide leader in live Internet talk radio. Visit voiceamerica.com. The views and ideas expressed on the following program are strictly those of the host or guests and do not necessarily reflect the views and ideas held by the Voice America Talk Radio Network, its staff, and management.
Welcome to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives with Rebecca Hall Gruyter. In our program each week, we provide the tools, ideas, and encouragement to help you move ahead on your journey, becoming a more powerful and impactful woman in your own life. Now here's your host, Rebecca Hall Gruyter.
Welcome, everyone. I hope that you're having an absolutely amazing day. Excited to connect with you in May. And May, we've been focused on empowering women and have brought to you women leaders that are out there making a global difference, that have a really big vision so that we can tap into their wisdom and their expertise and their heart. And really get to feel in and learn what ticks behind the scenes. Where are they going? What are they building? And what wisdom can they share with us in a practical and a profound way so that we can shine brightly in our lives. So I hope you're excited to be part of our May conversations. And today I've titled this show Heart of All Women, because we're going to be talking to the founder of the Heart of All Women and learn from her global vision, what she's been called to create and launch, and how that is something I believe each of us can get involved with in different ways. And there's a lot we have to learn from our amazing guest today. So I hope you're excited for the conversation. I know I am. And to really help us get the most out of our time together, I wanted us to take a moment and just think about certain things. Really think about what is encouraging and empowering to you. What are you wanting a little bit more of in your life? The things that have popped into my heart and mind as I was preparing for the show today was I believe the more connection we can have, the richer our life is. And I'm talking about those connections that are real, authentic, heart to heart. We get to know each other's quirks and celebrate them, in fact, and lean in to really walking beside each other in a powerful, transparent, real way, where we remember to celebrate. We celebrate the growth in each other's lives. We celebrate the things that we're stretching and trying and creating. That, I think, is part of the power we can have when we lean in and connect and we're willing to share our lives with another. One of the things I wanted to celebrate with all of you today is the launching of our television network. We launched it on March 1st. We're very, very excited to bring that to the world. We're bringing positive, transformational programming to the world. We want to create a lasting legacy, one heart, one show at a time. And it's there to serve and support you. And it's part of my heart project to really bring experts and resources and programming that can feed into you, just like I hope this show, this time together, feeds into you. So I wanted to celebrate with you because that's an undertaking. It's been over a year in the works to build and create behind the scenes, to bring that programming forward and to share it. And I believe a lot of these global visions that we're called to bring forward start with a seed that's been planted in us, and it takes a while to grow, and a lot of that happens underground or behind the scenes, and then it breaks through the ground and is shared with the world. And that's a moment of celebration. And Ruby's going to be sharing about her global network that she's created, and it's an opportunity for us to lean in and celebrate that as well, as that's growing and blooming and coming forward to make a global difference. For those of you who haven't had a chance to check out our network, I wanted to let you know where to find that. It's RHG, my initials, rhgtvnetwork.com. We'd love to have you swing by and watch a show, give us feedback, connect with the hosts, and lean into the community we're forming there. RHG TV Network, and it's play on demand, so you can watch those shows that resonate with you as they serve and support and pour into you. So thank you for being here today. Thank you for letting me share and celebrate that with you. And we're going to lean in and celebrate with Ruby today as well, when she shares the birthing of her global community and what she's bringing to the world. And she's going to let you know how to sign up for this community and be a part of it as well. These are both free resources that can pour into you, nourish you, help you connect with others in a powerful way. So let's feel into that. Are you remembering to build time in your life to be poured into? And I can actually share the answer I know is yes, because you're listening today. You've already created an opportunity to let us pour into you and to serve you, where you can just be and receive. And I invite you to do that. But are you doing it on a regular basis? Are you making that a priority in your life? It's just a check-in. Because I have found if we forget to do that, or we keep putting ourselves at the bottom of the list, maybe we'll get to that. Maybe we'll have time for ourselves when we get everything else done. We start to get depleted. We start to lose connection with others. We start to run on empty, and we stop celebrating and we stop connecting. So I want to encourage you to really look for ways to build connection into your life on a regular basis, and build in ways to be nourished and filled just for you. Things that bring you joy, things that lift you up, things that help you feel more fully who you are and who you want to be in the world. I invite you to look actively for ways to do that and build it into your life on a regular basis. I believe it is not optional. It is critical and needed, because you are an amazing gift to the world. There is no one else just like you. And you are worthy of being poured into, of being lifted up, of being celebrated. And the biggest gift you can bring to the world is the willingness to share the gift of who you are with another. Heart by heart, life by life, we make a global difference. But in order to do that, we have to be willing to pour into ourselves. So let's take a moment and check in on that. Those of you who are driving, please stay safe, hands on the wheels, wheel, not multiple wheels, hand on the wheel, eyes open, alert, inwardly tuning in. Those of you who are able to, though, put both feet on the ground, settle into your chair, really feel that ground supporting you, the chair supporting you. Put one hand on your heart, one hand on your head, bringing all of you in. Mind, body, soul, and spirit. And let's take a deep breath together, a big belly breath. Breathing in through the nose. Expand that belly, see how big you can make it. And then breathe out through your mouth like through a straw. Beautiful. Let's do that again. In through the nose, expand your belly, pause for a moment, feel that oxygen and air supporting, nourishing, filling you up. And then breathe out through your mouth like through a straw. Keep breathing. In this way, this helps lower your cortisol levels, reduces stress, and brings you very, very present so you can listen, hear, feel, and receive. Go ahead and close your eyes. You're absolutely safe. And let's pause for a moment and tune in. Beautiful. In this space, what is it that you need today? What is it that taps into your heart, that encourages you, that will uplift you, that will nourish you, that will connect you? What is it you need just a little bit more of today? And the second part of that is, what are you willing to receive? Breathe in. Receive that information. It can come in a picture, a phrase, a feeling, a memory, a sound, a knowing. What is it that you need today that touches your heart, that will encourage and empower you, that you are willing to receive? Because you have choice in all of it. Go ahead and receive that information. Take another deep breath. Wonderful. Come back into the room. Open up your eyes, alert and present. And I invite you to write down whatever it is that was placed on your heart. I want you actively looking out with expectation, anticipation for what it is that you need today, that you are willing to receive. I want you to have a sense of expectation that what it is that you need and are willing to receive will in fact come to you. And when we know what we're looking for, it's a lot easier to recognize it when it's right in front of us. We can get so distracted, we can forget what we were looking for or not recognize it. So I invite you to keep this top of mind and be willing to receive whatever it is that you need today. And I hope that our time together will help move you closer towards that, and perhaps may even deliver exactly what it is that you need. But know that it's there and ready for you. Just be looking for it and willing to receive it. Let's breathe that in. Wonderful. And I'm going to ask our amazing guest that has joined us today, the amazing Ruby Yeh. Ruby, would you mind sharing something that was placed on your heart when we went within and took a moment to just connect and feel what was placed on our hearts?
Rebecca, first of all, thank you so much. I just have so appreciated and loved your beautiful introduction and your gift to all of us to bring each of us back to our hearts of what's important to us. So that is such a gift, because we're typically so busy and running around. And what I just felt so much light. The light of just love and joy and excitement, and the light of this bright energy of all these wonderful women and listeners out there that we get to connect with. And what an honor and what a gift. And I also felt in my heart a little bit of that vulnerability, like, I want to invite all these wonderful women to our community. And there's always that little part is like, will they like it? And then, it's like, it doesn't matter. I just want to invite them all in to share with the global sisterhood, share with those of us who are there. So thank you so much, Rebecca. Again, that was such a beautiful process to bring each of us and bring me back to my heart.
Thank you, Ruby. Thank you for sharing so deeply and vulnerably with us. I could feel, as you were sharing, my heart warm and feel that light and joy with you as we are connecting heart to heart and with all of our listeners, past, present, and future, that are being called to connect with us today in this space and time. And I think that's a really good point to remember, that when we open ourselves up and we ask people to join us in connection, it comes from that heart place, and they can say, yes or no. So there is a vulnerability in that ask and in that opening of our heart. And listeners, as we are vulnerable and opening our hearts and inviting you to connect with us, I want you to feel that warmth, that love, that joy, and that welcoming. That we are so grateful to connect with you today, to have you be a part of what is being created this very moment with you, and then the opportunities to connect on deeper and deeper levels. So thank you for joining us today, Ruby. Thank you for your beautiful share. Excited to have you. And listeners, we are getting ready for our first commercial break, and I like to call these 2-minute moments. They're actually in disguise. These are moments for you to lean in and stay present. Don't rush off trying to cross things off your to-do list. Stay very present. And I invite you during every 2-minute moment to take a moment to pause, to breathe, to really process on a cellular level. Let it become part of you. What is being shared with you today? Really feel into it. Let it integrate within you, that which serves you, release what doesn't. And that way, as you go back out into the world, you have processed on a cellular level what is here for you today, and you're able to bring that forward with you in a really powerful way. So let's go into our first 2-minute moment. Take a breath together. Enjoy these next 2 minutes, and we'll look forward to talking to you in just a moment.
This is the Voice America Women's Channel, where your success is limitless.
Tune in to the Just Jan TV show at justjantvshow.com. Visionary women's leader Jan Jorgensen is inspiring, practical, and visionary. Jan brings us everyday transformational emerging leaders, courageously changing the world by speaking and living their truth. Sit around the table with us for profound feminine wisdom, insights, and connection. Be sure to join us at justjantvshow.com. New episodes are every Tuesday at 11 a.m. Pacific Time at justjantvshow.com.
Rebecca Hall Gruyter's Speaker Talent Search is looking for speakers wanting to get on more stages. With just one audition, you could open the doors to hundreds of speaking opportunities, reach more people, and expand your impact. Finalists get to audition live in front of leaders looking to fill all kinds of speaking opportunities. Apply now at speakertalentsearch.com. That's speakertalentsearch.com. We look forward to hearing your message.
Announcing a powerful new TV channel featuring programs designed to enhance and transform your life. Make powerful connections, one program at a time. And by doing so, we can bring transformation to the world. Tune in each week to Empowered Connections TV as we add new programs to help you make empowered connections of your own. Visit empoweredconnectionstv.com. That's empoweredconnectionstv.com. And make the most of an incredible life transformation. You're tuned to the Voice America Women's Channel, leading the way for your success.
You're listening to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives with your host, Rebecca Hall Gruyter. If you have a question or comment for Rebecca or her guest, we'd love to hear from you. Please call into the program at 1-866-613-1612. That's 1-866-613-1612. You may also send an email to Rebecca at yourpurposedrivenpractice.com. Now back to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope you enjoyed those 2 minutes and that they served you richly, that you had an opportunity to pause, breathe, receive, and process on a cellular level. You're going to have multiple times throughout the show to do that. I encourage you to richly embrace those 2-minute moments as a gift just for you. And you got to hear a little bit of Ruby's heart in our opening segment, but I wanted to share a little bit more of her formal background, just a touch, and then we're going to have a conversation about what's being created, what we're being called to do, and how we believe that can serve and support you, the vision behind a global calling, and the wisdom that she has to share, pour from her heart, because she's all heart, into yours. So lean in to meet the amazing Ruby Yeh. She is the founder of the Heart of All Women, which is a global women-only online network. She's been a publisher in the transformational field, where she has helped over 500 people become best-selling authors, having a huge global impact. Ruby is passionate about bringing more love, more joy, and more prosperity into the business world, heart by heart, life by life. Please lean in and warmly welcome the amazing Ruby Yeh to the show. Welcome.
Thank you, Rebecca.
You are very welcome. I love that you're here with us today, connecting heart to heart. And in that space, I wanted to start with the question of why. Why is bringing more love and more joy and more prosperity into the business world, why is that personally so important to you?
Rebecca, I had a very interesting background where I've been in hardcore business most of my career, and I've also been a spiritual seeker my whole adult life. So what I mean by hardcore business background, like I have an undergraduate business degree and MBA. I worked for Fortune 500. I worked in Silicon Valley. I did my own angel investment-backed technology startup. Okay, so I've come from a very traditional world, and I love it. The business to me is like writing my novel or singing my opera. I've always had this desire is like to really understand what is the essence of happiness. Because it's so important for me that as many people as possible are living our passion dance and that we're singing the song of our hearts. When people do that, that's what makes them happy. And business is, let's face it, one of the most powerful forces in the world. In terms of the creativity that can be expressed in business and also the wonderful results that can come out of business. So I've always straddled those two worlds, and I never bought into, business is just about the bottom line. It's just about making money. That it's just about the investors. Because business has to be about the people.
Yes.
In terms of how it serves the people and how it benefits the people. So that's the reason why I literally think it's my professional dharma. If you know what I mean by dharma, it's sort of like our professional, maybe a simple way of calling it is like my professional purpose. Yes. I often joke with friends that I'm really, really a monk who's just wearing the costume of a female entrepreneur.
Well, and I love the language you're using, and it just, listeners, you probably felt it as she was sharing. I love this passion dance and the song of our hearts, and can we just take for a moment and let's lift up the vision of the world that Ruby is wanting to create and bring into the business world. Let's collectively support her in people in business, remembering it's about people. And if we can create a space where everyone in business is playing to the song in their hearts, to their passion dance, to what they are made to do and created to do, and then serve people in that way, heart to heart, life to life. What a powerful shift that creates around the world as we can bring that into the business world and unite those places. I love that that's the work you've been called to do and that you straddle both of those worlds so beautifully.
Well, thank you, Rebecca. Years ago, it was really kind of very lonely. But I'm really seeing such a shift in business now. I'm in Silicon Valley, and it's just beautiful to see what's happening in Silicon Valley. And that's why I'm going back to start this company called the Heart of All Women, because I kind of leaned out of Silicon Valley because it was just not very nourishing anymore to my feminine soul. So I leaned out a while ago. In fact, when I read the book Bling It, I thought, oh, that's what I did. I leaned out. You know?
Yes.
And I think a lot of women have been wanting to lean out, because it's like the word that I hear from a lot of women is they feel depleted. Because that competitive, hard edge, results-oriented environment, it's a lot of fun in the beginning. But ultimately, there's a price to be paid. So I leaned out, and now I'm going back into Silicon Valley with the heart of all women, because, before it was always about innovation and making a lot of money. Now it's about innovation, making a lot of money, and also making a difference.
I love it. And I would love to have you share a little bit before we go to our commercial break here, just so listeners hear your heart in this. What is Heart of All Women, and what inspired you to create it and bring it forward? Because you've touched on that a little bit, but I want to expand.
Yes. What the Heart of All Women is a global platform that empowers ordinary women anywhere around the globe to be able to create their own sister circles with other women all around the globe based on mutual passion and causes.
Beautiful.
And the reason this vision came to me is because, now it's so possible. There doesn't have to be any distant social or economic barriers anymore. Like, women all around the world can get into the same circles, whether it's fun-based or cause-based, and I'll give some examples later, or business-oriented, right? And we can do amazing things together. So the company does not have a radical agenda, but I'm very well aware that when women get together, we will change the world.
Yes. Oh, I love that. The power and the energy of what we can do when we come together and we unite heart to heart, life to life. Love it. And as we get ready to go to our next commercial break, the time goes so quickly. Listeners, I want you to think about, what is it that you care about? What is a cause? What would you love to connect with other women around the world with that matters to you? That it would encourage you to feel that connection, to be inspired. Think about, what are those things? So as we go into this next 2-minute moment, take those times to really process what has been placed on your heart, from Ruby's heart to yours. And what are some of those causes, those things you would love to connect with another about that matter most to you? We'll look forward to talking to you in just a moment.
This is the Voice America Women's Channel, where your success is limitless.
Rebecca Hall Gruyter's Speaker Talent Search is looking for speakers wanting to get on more stages. With just one audition, you could open the doors to hundreds of speaking opportunities, reach more people, and expand your impact. Finalists get to audition live in front of leaders looking to fill all kinds of speaking opportunities. Apply now at SpeakerTalentSearch.com. That's SpeakerTalentSearch.com. We look forward to hearing your message.
Announcing a powerful new TV channel featuring programs designed to enhance and transform your life. Make powerful connections, one program at a time. And by doing so, we can bring transformation to the world. Tune in each week to Empowered Connections TV as we add new programs to help you make empowered connections of your own. Visit EmpoweredConnectionsTV.com. That's EmpoweredConnectionsTV.com. And make the most of an incredible life transformation.
Take us on the go. It's even easier now. The Voice America Talk Radio Network has launched our mobile app for iPhone, Android, or BlackBerry. Visit the Apple iTunes App Store, BlackBerry App World, or Android Market to download the app powered by Aircast. It's free and no registration is necessary. In minutes, you could be enjoying your favorite Voice America Talk Radio host, no matter where you are, in the car, out and about, while traveling, or anytime you can't be close to your computer. Catch up on the archives you've missed or discover new shows on the spot. Search Voice America at your favorite app store. This is Voice America Women. We are leaders in the forward movement of women's success.
listening to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives with your host, Rebecca Hall Gruyter. If you have a question or comment for Rebecca or her guest, we'd love to hear from you. Please call into the program at 1-866-613-1612. That's 1-866-613-1612. You may also send an email to Rebecca at yourpurposedrivenpractice.com. Now back to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope you took that 2-minute moment to really sink in and think about what is it that you would love to connect with someone and be connected heart to heart around the world, a cause, or something that you would love to bring forward, and having that connection, supporting and cheering someone else on and them cheering you on in that space would make a difference for you, that would really draw you forward and inspire you and provide something you're both and all of you are able to lean in and celebrate. I love how Ruby was sharing in our last segment about leaning out and leaning in, because we have those choices. So what are those things you're leaning into and care about on a heart level that you want to unite with others and bring forward? That's what the Heart of All Women can help you do. So Ruby, do you mind sharing just a little bit more about the Heart of All Women, some of how it works, how people can get involved? Because I know there's different levels and different ways people can connect in. Lean in, I should say.
Rebecca. So as I was mentioning that we're a platform for women to create their own circles. So we just completed our America test with about 8 circles, and just give the women the kind of circles that we have, that we started out with. One circle is called Voices and Stories of Women from Around the Globe. Another one is called Do Your Passion Career. Another one is called Loving Our Bodies as Is. Because, Rebecca, as you know, women anywhere around the world, doesn't matter where you live or whether you're rich or poor, we somehow have issues with our body. All right, so those are kind of and then we have a cause one, which will be starting very soon, called Women Changing Africa. Another one that's fun is for the love of pets and animals. So just to give you an idea, anybody can create a circle around whatever it is that they're interested in. Like one woman said, I want to create a circle for women who love red platform shoes, right? Why not? Because women, 1 minute we're saving the world, the next minute we're talking about shoes and kids and all that kind of stuff. That's what we do, right, Rebecca?
Oh, I'm already excited because I love shoes. Those of you who've listened to my show for a while know that about me. And I love animals and my cats, and frequently will share about them. So there's a couple of groups. And just so all of our listeners are clear, how do they find this? Is it on the internet? Is it a mailing thing? How does that part work?
It's an online network, and they can go and apply to join at heartsofallwomen.com. And the reason we ask everybody to apply is because we want to keep it as a safe online sanctuary for women only. So we really want to validate that everybody who joins is a woman, because our whole philosophy is that the Heart of All Women is a safe and sacred space for every woman's voice from anywhere around the world, and where every woman can feel like she belongs. Because there's so many women out there by themselves. So we want to provide a safe and sacred space for them to come. And the other way that people can share, so you can come online and you can share through forums and you can post videos, and we are sharing very deep, heartfelt conversations. The other way that we share, which is really cool, that members really love, is what we call the virtual kitchen table.
Yes.
You've been to one of those as a godmother, right? So what a virtual kitchen table is literally 8 women from anywhere around the globe gathered together in this video room together. And we're sharing together. And it's so amazing because you have these stranger women. Last one we had was one woman from Middle East, a couple women from Europe, some from the U.S. And by the end, we're like best girlfriends after the end of an hour, because we're sharing heart to heart about what matters to us. So beautiful to be able to see. We're literally sitting in circle like what women do, but virtually, online, and we're seeing each other's faces. It's like the next best thing to literally sitting around the real kitchen table in somebody's home.
And what I loved about it, and that was my first kitchen table that I got to be a part of, is there was a heart-to-heart sharing, but there was this sisterhood that was formed where, what do you need? That was a big question we had to sink into. And how can I support you? And what does that look like? What does that feel like? And people were making commitments to each other. And one of the things that came up was celebration, really wanting people to celebrate with us or to remind us that we are enough. And then got really specific about how they wanted to receive that text, email. What kind of a reminder do you want? Do you want me to celebrate with you? Do you want a smiley face? What is it that will help meet that need? And I appreciated how much people leaned in and how specific they were in drilling in not only to what they needed, but how they could meet that need in a way that served the person needing it. I thought it was beautiful.
Yeah, and it's so possible now across borders. You know, that's the whole purpose for the Heart of All Women. Because there doesn't have to be any distance. You know, like women from all around the world can gather in a virtual kitchen table, and they can share with each other, you know, in a forum around the clock and all the time. And it's amazing how deeply everybody shares. Every time I go on, my heart just is so moved. It's so moved.
Yes. Oh, love it, love it, love it. And now there are things that are, so women can join on all levels. And one of the levels you mentioned are godmothers. And I know that you frequently call these spiritual godmothers. Do you mind sharing a little bit about what that is, what that role is? I am one of the godmothers. I'm very proud to be that with this organization. But I'd love to have in your words what you look for and kind of what that is.
Thank you, Rebecca. So the community is available for all women to join. And the company is really created and formed by the women. So it's a company developed for women, by women. And when the vision came to me, I was just guided to invite women who really had that, who are passionate about empowering women on a global scale, who would really be there to hold that energy for women all around the globe. And it's really interesting. I mean, Rebecca, do we have time for me to go into the story of how I invited you and how we met each other and all that?
Sure, I would love to. If we can do it in like 3 minutes, we can, yes.
Okay. Okay. Well, you keep me in time, all right? So Rebecca and I have known each other for many years because I was the publisher of the first co-author book that she ever came into. Mm-hmm. Okay? And so as Rebecca mentioned, that we've made over 500 people best-selling authors in like 15 different books. And out of those 500 people, I always remember Rebecca. She was one of my favorite 5, I always said. Top 5, right? And I always felt a special place in my heart for her. So when Heart of All Women was forming, when we got to the point where we were being open to invite godmothers and stuff, I thought of her right away. And even though we hadn't been in touch for a while, I called her up. And, you know, the way we're running this company is also in a very feminine way. And, like, part of our mantra is divine orchestration and divine timing based on feminine flow. So godmothers have really just been tapped by their own heart and soul to know immediately they're meant to be godmother. Would you say that's the case, Rebecca? It's like once you heard about it, you just kind of knew?
Exactly. And the other godmothers that I've talked to, it's been a very similar experience, that there's this pull of the heart and this desire to be part of what is being created. And I feel like one of the responsibilities of a godmother is to hold up energetically, spiritually, hold up Heart of All Women as it's growing, that it reaches who it's called to reach, that it is growing in a way that's honoring and supporting them, and that it'll be given wisdom and guidance and go where it can serve at the highest level and be protected from what would take away from what it is called to do. And that's part of what was placed on my heart as a godmother. And I have found a similar echo in the women that have leaned in.
Yes. So, so this company is truly a company like that's for women. But one of the guidance I got when this vision came to me is that we're actually going to create a different kind of company. Remember what you asked me in the beginning? How do we create a company that truly serves the people? Mm-hmm. Those feminine and spiritual values that really matters to us. So how do we create a major company that's going to serve people's heart and soul and really nourish us? So it's really interesting because it's driving my left brain crazy because I'm not doing business in my normal way and truly trusting in the feminine flow of doing business in a really, really intuitive way, guided by heart and spirit, but generating real results.
Beautiful. And so one of the gifts that Ruby wanted to make available to you is really being able to become a part of Heart of All Women. And you've heard her passion, you have heard her vision, you've heard some of my vision in it as a godmother and the support of it. And I wanted to give Ruby an opportunity to share just a little bit more of what can be in being part of the community, being part of Heart of All Women, how that can support you so that you can really lean in and see if this is something you're feeling that heart pull towards, because we want to bring you resources that support you to live in an equipped and an empowered way, on purpose and with purpose. So Ruby, can you share a little bit of what being part of Heart of All Women can do for someone?
Well, first of all, you will get tremendous support being who you really, really are. I think women, a lot of times, even though, we have friends and stuff, I think there's a lot of women who feel isolated. Mm-hmm. All right. So for any woman anywhere around the globe who can get online who feels isolated, who would love to feel that sisterhood, I definitely encourage you to come and join us. And then, there's women who maybe feel like, they're not fully expressing themselves. That they're stifled in their culture or in their local environment, or that they would love to have some support to step out, to step more into their passion dance. I would definitely encourage them to join us also. Because
Beautiful.
We have circles like Do Your Passion Career. We even have a circle called...
Actually, and Ruby, we do need to go to our next commercial break. Okay. I know it comes so fast, so we can share a little bit more. So that's a teaser, everybody, to make sure you come back for our next segment where we'll share just a little bit more of some of those circles. But as we go into this moment, to this time, these 2 minutes just for you, I want you to think about what are some of those things you'd love to connect heart to heart with someone? Is there support you're looking for, a community that can be a part of your life and you can be a part of theirs around the world? This is an opportunity to feel into that and see if that's something that will serve you. And when we come back, we'll let you know how to access that and lean into that support. Enjoy these 2 moments just for you. And we'll look forward to talking to you when we come back.
You're tuned to the Voice America Women's Channel, leading the way for your success.
Tune in to the Just Jan TV show at justjantvshow.com. Visionary women's leader Jan Jorgensen is inspiring, practical, and visionary. Jan brings us everyday transformational emerging leaders, courageously changing the world by speaking and living their truth. Sit around the table with us for profound feminine wisdom, insights, and connection. Be sure to join us at JustJanTVShow.com. New episodes are every Tuesday at 11 a.m. Pacific Time at JustJanTVShow.com.
Announcing a powerful new TV channel featuring programs designed to enhance and transform your life. Make powerful connections, one program at a time. And by doing so, we can bring transformation to the world. Tune in each week to Empowered Connections TV as we add new programs to help you make empowered connections of your own. Visit EmpoweredConnectionsTV.com. That's EmpoweredConnectionsTV.com. And make the most of an incredible life transformation.
Rebecca Hall Gruyter's Speaker Talent Search is looking for speakers wanting to get on more stages. With just one audition, you could open the doors to hundreds of speaking opportunities, reach more people, and expand your impact. Finalists get to audition live in front of leaders looking to fill all kinds of speaking opportunities. Apply now at SpeakerTalentSearch.com. That's SpeakerTalentSearch.com. We look forward to hearing your message.
This is the Voice America Women's Channel, where your success is limitless.
You're listening to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives with your host, Rebecca Hall Gruyter. If you have a question or comment for Rebecca or her guest, we'd love to hear from you. Please call into the program at 1-866-613-1612. That's 1-866-613-1612. You may also send an email to Rebecca at yourpurposedrivenpractice.com. Now back to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives.
Welcome back, everyone. We have so enjoyed having you join us today as we've been talking with Ruby, and we've been connecting heart to heart and really exploring connection and supporting each other in an authentic heart place. And I want to encourage you all to build that into your life, to fill yourself to overflowing, that we can stop feeling isolated and alone, but reach out and share the gift of who we are with another and let them share richly with us as well. And Ruby was just starting to list a couple more circles and some of the additional offerings that Heart of All Women has. And I wanted to give her a moment just to share those couple additional circles that were laid on her heart. And then she's going to let you know again how you can learn more. And if your heart is pulling you forward, get involved with Heart of All Women. So, Ruby, share away.
Yes, I was saying that one of my circles is called Doing Business the Girls' Way, right? Because I was talking about the whole conversation, how women really want to have a much more nurturing environment. So we're supporting each other. How do we do that, in still a male-dominated business world? Then another circle, which is called the Wisdom Babes. So it's for women in their second half of life. So to, answer your question again, it's for women who just love the idea of connecting with other like-minded, like-spirited women from all around the globe, different ages, different cultures. And also, like I said, women who feel like they would just love to have that sister support to expand their wings and explore the kind of things that they would love to aspire towards. So once women come in, we invite them to get involved with circles, as many circles as they like, and then eventually perhaps spin out of their own circle around whatever it is that they're interested in, because that's the whole idea. We're a company created by the women, and all the circles will be created by the women.
I so love this, and I just want to add in that they are creating circles as well. So sometimes I find I have women that come to me, and I have men that come to me in this way too, but I know we're speaking to the women today, and they're looking for this type of a community or that type of group, and they go here and there trying to find it. And I want to just encourage everyone, if you find yourself going to group after group after group and not finding, and this can be online, this can be in person, the group that you're looking for, that may be because you're actually called to build it because you see it first. And here's a platform and an opportunity where you can do that. And sometimes you're just the first person to see that, to lean into that, and you get to bring it into reality. You get to bring it forward. So I just want to plant that seed, because this is a platform where you can do that. And you can do that wherever you are in the world, whether it's Heart of All Women or it's in other spheres and circles. But don't back away from that dream and that call that is pulling you forward. It's planted in you for a purpose, and I believe for such a time as this. Now, Ruby, can you share again what the site is, where they can go to learn more, apply, become a part of Heart of All Women?
Right. Thank you, Rebecca. So it's the heartofallwomen.com. heartofallwomen.com. And when they apply, they can just put my name down, Ruby, R-U-B-Y, as the person who will refer them. Because, like I said, we really keep it safe and sacred. So we want to validate people either through referrals or through other ways that they're definitely a woman. Right? Since we're sharing so deeply and so intimately. So thank you,
Ruby is
Rebecca.
Absolutely, Ruby's the founder, so that's pretty good backing if you are applying and considering being a part of Heart of All Women. And I just highly recommend it. Beautiful organization. And for those of you who have been on our regular shows, I wanted to remind you, we also have put the information on our radio gift page, because those of you who are used to checking in to see the latest gifts and goodies that we have made available to you in our library of resources, I want you to know we've also put her link and information there as well. So if you go to Radio Gifts, and that's plural, multiple gifts.net, it's a net full of multiple gifts, so radiogifts.net. You will scroll down to today's date, which is May 16th. And you'll see Ruby's beautiful picture, the Heart of All Women, and you can click right on that. But before you're able to access everything, we do have you put in your name and email address so we can stay in touch with you, because we really want to stay connected and get to know you and have you get to know us and all that is being brought forward. You'll also see some gifts from me at the top of that page, so that I can connect and support you as well. So we encourage you to go to radiogifts.net to access all of those gifts and resources that have been built over the years to support you. And you're welcome to say yes to as many as will serve and support you to help you walk in the way you want to walk, be in the way you want to be in your life, so that you're bringing forward those things that matter most to you. Ruby, I want to thank you for joining us today, sharing your heart and your passion for women around the world and the vision that we celebrate that you have brought to life with Heart of All Women and are bringing forward and really touching the world in a powerful way. So thank you, Ruby, for joining us today.
Rebecca, it's so wonderful to be back with you. And like I said, since the first time when you were just stepping out with your first book, I am just so delighted to see you where you are now with all the wonderful work that you're doing for women and people all around the globe. So thank you for your contribution to the world.
Oh, thank you, Ruby. I richly receive that, and it warms my heart, and I celebrate with you. So thank you. Thank you. It's been a great, great journey, and it started with that book. You know, it's that first step that we're willing to take, and then a next step and a next step. And each of us has an opportunity starting today. How are we going to spend our next 24 hours? What are the steps we're going to take to live on purpose and with purpose? And what things are we going to build into our life to support us, to nourish us, so that we can be connected, we can celebrate with others, and we can be nourished so that we're able to shine powerfully in the world? Because you are absolutely needed, each and every one of you, a gift made on purpose and for a purpose, and so needed in the world. I want to encourage you to be willing to share the gift of who you are with another. That's one of the biggest gifts you can give the world. And wherever you go, whatever you do, may you always, always be willing to bloom where you're planted and shine. Have an amazing week, everyone. Talk to you next time.
Thank you for joining us this week for Empowering Women, Transforming Lives. Please tune in again for another edition with your host, Rebecca Hall Gruyter, next Tuesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 11 a.m. Pacific on the Voice America Women's Channel. And join us for a replay of the show every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, 2 p.m. Pacific on the Voice America Empowerment Channel. Have a beautiful week, and may you always bloom where you're planted and shine.
Thanks again for listening to the preceding program, brought to you on the Voice America Women's Channel. For more information about our network and to check out additional show hosts and topics of interest, please visit voiceamericawomen.com. The Voice America Talk Radio Network is the worldwide leader in live Internet talk radio. Visit voiceamerica.com. The views and ideas expressed on the preceding program are strictly those of the host or guests and do not necessarily reflect the views and ideas held by the Voice America Talk Radio Network, its staff, and management.